So, you would like to start your own YouTube channel. Well, I'm going to explain to you what you need and what you don't need. So let's get into it. So I thought I'd tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Shoreline, and basically I started a YouTube channel just for me to upload footage from old mobile phones and digital cameras, because I used to go on road trips and I thought it'd be great to look back, and so me and my friends could watch it and try and get a little bit better, try and understand a little bit more about digital media, a little bit about editing and a little bit of stuff like that. So about a year ago, or possibly just a little bit more, I started a YouTube channel called Project Camper. Now I'm really interested in van life, so that's what I base my channel on, van life. So this is my experience, and hopefully we can help you improve, help me improve, to be fair, and we can all start from the beginning. Currently I'm recording me on my iPhone. Now obviously everybody goes on about GoPros and stuff like that, and drones and all these digital SLR cameras. You don't need hardly anything really. The footage and the sound quality that comes off of a mobile phone now is just brilliant. You know, you can record in HD and the sound quality is really good when you're inside. So don't go out and rush out and buy all the latest and greatest GoPros, digital SLRs. Just use your mobile phone and you'll be really surprised at the results that you get from it. So have a play around, go out, just go anywhere, just video your dog, just get used to the camera angles, and when you upload the footage you can look at it and you think, oh, that's really good, or that's not. So you will learn just by looking at your own footage. So use your mobile phone, play around with that, and then you can upload it to your laptop. Now most laptops nowadays come with iMovie. Like if you've got a Mac, I use iMovie because I've got a MacBook. Now Windows has its movie maker. Don't worry about music and stuff like that, because you can download that for free off of YouTube Studio. So when you're putting your videos together, don't worry about the music. There's hundreds and hundreds of tracks if you want to add music as a background or an ambience, or if you do decide you would like a drone, you can do some fantastic drone footage and you can put some nice background music to it. So my advice is to you, just play with the settings on your mobile phone and just get used to just waving the camera around. It's very daunting when you're walking amongst people, and you know, you do clam up. I clam up all the time, and I've been doing this just over a year. So it does get a little bit easier. If you look back at my footage, it's embarrassing. So please don't be disheartened, and use what you have before going out and buying any piece of equipment. Personal looks. Look at me. I am certainly no Brad Pitt, okay? And unfortunately, I've got broken teeth. So you do get a little bit conscious about it. If you've got like a bad hair day or something like that, I wear glasses. So really don't worry what you look like. If you've got a bad hair day, stick a hat on, stick a scarf on, just be yourself. Everybody on YouTube, okay, is always looking at Instagram for the perfect people, the perfect picture. It doesn't really exist. It really doesn't. Just be yourself, be natural, and just be confident. It's very hard not to be, and when you start editing your footage or you look back, you think, oh, you know, I don't look this, I don't look like that, I've got a spot here, or I've got a cut here, or I didn't shave very well today, or my hair's not done. Don't worry about it. Really don't worry. People will like you for who you are. Just be normal, just be natural, just be yourself. Right, so now we got the basics. So you need to sort of think about what you'd like to record. Now obviously my channel is about van life and my travels and my vlogs and the experiences, and how I record stuff is possibly, I would say unique, because I'm one of these people that just give raw footage. I'm not really into editing. I'm not really into like multiple takes. I just show people how it is. To me, that is normal life. Unless you've got your own TV studio, or you've got multiple hours and hours to edit footage and go through it and just constantly looking at your footage and thinking, I'm not happy with that, I'm not happy with this, the lighting's all wrong, I've dropped the phone, the memory card's full up. Just record, and just record you. People are interested in real life, real people. Yes, there are massive big channels out there, but they get so much help. They are just a front person. So just be yourself, just act naturally, okay? Because in all fairness, you can't change who you are. You can put makeup on and put a hat on, wear glasses. I mean, I wear glasses to read. I don't need them right now. But just be comfortable with yourself. Just be you and find your own niche. If you like cars, you can record like really nice cars. If you go to a meeting, like I live quite close to the Goodwood Festival of Speed, so if you're really interested in cars, you can go along with your camera, and as long as you're in like you're holding the camera like that, and not the other way, because obviously that's the Instagram way. Long ways is for YouTube. There's a lot of mistakes where people hold their phones, and obviously when you look back at it, the sides have all been cut off. So hold your phone, like lengthways, and you'll be fine. So as I say, if you're interested in cars, you can record like some really cool motoring, and you can, if you can ask people if they don't mind being interviewed. That way you can have a couple of questions and you can ask about the power, the performance, what made them buy that vehicle. So there's a little bit about motoring. If you're a female and you want to do makeup or you want to do hair, you can just put the camera in front of you, recording on the mirror, and you can show people how you do your makeup. Now, I know for a fact that 99% of my audience is male, and they are roughly aged, well, they're the same age as me. I'm 51, so I'm no spring chicken, and I just get on with it because I've accepted who I am. I'm accepted I'm not exactly very confident, but that is just me. And my channel has been growing over the last year very, very steadily, and I'm quite very proud of that. So don't be worried, just be who you want to be, record what you want to record, and just be comfortable. Right, let's talk about thumbnails. Thumbnails are what catch people's eye. Now there are a couple of different types you can do a thumbnail. Now most of them that are really catchy, if you look on YouTube, you will look at the catchy thumbnails. You can just basically take a photograph of yourself showing stuff and then put like a banner, and you can make banners in TubeBuddy. So couple of good ideas are to have a really good camera like an iPhone or an Android. Even the Pixel 6 I think is a really good camera now, and you can get a really nice picture off of them, and you can use that as a thumbnail. So when you're putting your footage together, just take a still, add that into your recording footage, and then you can use that still on TubeBuddy to make a thumbnail. So you can put a banner across it and just make it as striking as you can. As I say, look at other people's thumbnails, and to be fair, just copy it. What works for them is to be good enough for you. Okay, let's talk about subscribers. Try not to get too hung up over a subscriber count. Everybody has to start somewhere, and it does take quite a while for people to get used to seeing a different type of person on YouTube. There are people who just record random stuff, and you know, they get really good views. It's the views that really count. So try not to get hung up over on subscribers. But when you do reach the magic 1,000 subscribers, people ask themselves, should I monetize myself or should I not? My advice is definitely monetize yourself. The amount of time and effort you put into making videos, why should you not be paid for it? You are supplying content to YouTube. So when I hit my 1,000 subscriber count, I was basically in two minds of to monetize or not, until a friend said to me, Sean, look at the amount of time and effort that you put into making videos, the amount of equipment you've got, the SD cards, and say the time and effort. So if people are willing to pay for BBC and YouTube Premium or any pay-per-view, then I don't see why you should not monetize yourself. So if you do get to the 1,000 subscribers, just, yes, monetize yourself and just keep growing and growing. Also, analytics. Always look at the analytics. There's so much information there. It will give you the times that people watch your channel most. So for argument's sake, you upload a video and everybody that's watched your videos is sitting around at 6 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. You can see on the graph that there's a time and a day. It's in purple, I believe. So just look at your analytics, and if most of your viewers are watching on a Sunday at 6 o'clock, then that is a prime time for you to upload your video. Also, you can look at the geographics of people who watch your videos. So if most people are watching in the UK, then that's great, because obviously your UK audience is paying attention. So you can hone in on what they like, and you can just sort of basically have a look at the analytics, and there's so much information, as I said before. So definitely pay attention to your analytics. It's all there for you to look at and study. Okay, distractions. This is one of my biggest problems. So if you're a little bit like me, a little bit nervy, you can get easily distracted. So if you're in the middle of a car park somewhere, sit in your van, trying to edit or trying to talk to the camera like I am you now, someone beeps and you think, right, okay, now I've got to edit all that out. You can just start again, okay? Don't get despondent. Another good idea, get yourself a pen and paper. Get yourself a pen and just write down your storyline. That way, as you're writing it, you know exactly what you want in your head. So get yourself a notebook and a pen and write down what you want to do. Like a screenplay, scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, and just jot down what you'd like to say. So that's a really good idea, and I've just started doing that myself, and it really does help. Camera angles. If you've noticed, I'll swap the camera around a few places in the van. The reason why I do that is because it gets a little bit stagnant. So I think it's a good idea that you can just change, if you are talking to the camera, just change your camera angles. You can do it for like the chapter that you're doing, or 30 seconds, pause the video and then move the camera around. I think it's just, it breaks the video up a little bit, and also I think it also creates a bit more attention, because people do get like a bit bored, and that's when they start skipping or they just basically turn off. So try and make your videos just a little bit more interesting by adding camera angles. Okay, so now you're getting a little bit used to doing your video footage, getting some really good content, and you start stringing some videos together. Now you want to move up a step. Now I have got a GoPro, and this is just a GoPro 7. It's not a black, it's just a GoPro silver. Basically, this is what I use, and I put it down if I'm doing a, oh, There you go. Look, I'm not even going to bother editing that out. So this is what I use if I'm doing drive-by shots of my van, or I can hold it out the window, or I can stick it on the screen. So this is less visible. So if you are into like moving vehicles and doing drive-by shots, then this can go on the side of the road, and to be fair, they're really stable. They get really good video footage. Sound quality is okay, and if it gets knocked over, they are quite bulletproof. Now obviously there's the new GoPro 10, and I personally just use this because it's quite stable. It does crash. The memory card has to be formatted. I just format it every time I use it, and it does, there is some kind of corruption. Unfortunately, even when you buy a brand spanking new GoPro 10, they haven't really fixed it. So unless you use a different type of action camera, then just carry on with what you got. As I say, this was, I think it was just like 250 quid when it first came out. So this is what I use. You can still use the older ones, and if you go on Facebook Marketplace, then pick up a second-hand one and just play around with that. You can see I've got a tripod, and this does basically unscrews like so. You put that to one side, and I've got over here a proper full size. This is for a digital SLR. You can buy the quick plates for them. So if I want to do a long shot, then basically I screw that on there like so, and I can raise it right up and I can talk to the camera directly. So this was about 30 quid. In fact, I just got it off from Argos. You can probably get them a bit cheaper off of eBay or Amazon. Now it's made by Velbron, if that's how you pronounce it, because it's a really nice steady tripod. It's got extendable legs, and also you can tilt it over. You can do pretty much everything with it. So if you've got a digital SLR, you can do like different nice, nice shots with it. So that's the one I've got, and that's what I use. So I use this for standing in front of people, or try interviewing myself, or if I'm doing shots like working on the van, and I use this little one here. See, I've just looked at the camera and I've noticed that my hair is not quite right. Do I care? No, I don't. And now I can't even find, here we go, see my hat. So just put your hat on, it doesn't really matter. Also, I've noticed that I'm not really looking at the camera, because when you do record yourself on a phone, obviously the camera inherently is here at the top. So you sort of need to concentrate looking at the camera, because that's obviously what you're looking at, instead of looking over there like I just caught myself doing. But that's quite handy if you do have a GoPro, because you're pretty much centered on looking at this, and you can always pair your phone to here and you can view what you are actually recording. So as I said, I mainly use the GoPro and the iPhone to record. So after making a few videos, people start commenting. Now 99% of the comments you will get will be really encouraging. You will unfortunately get the odd keyboard warrior that just basically, they just want to diss you. Try not to get too wrapped up in that, because everybody can see your comment. The best reaction is no reaction. So if somebody has put a negative comment, just ignore it. Just don't worry about it. Just move on. They're probably having a bad day and they just want to vent, and they're going to see that you've just started out and you're doing the best you can, and they just want to prey on you. So don't get wrapped up in the negative comments. Also, good thing, YouTube, they've taken away the thumbs down. Now you can go on YouTube Studio, and as I said before, you can use TubeBuddy, and there's loads of statistics on there, and it will give you the thumbs up and the thumbs down, how many people disliked your video. Now that's another thing, don't get hung up on the thumbs down. I'll be honest, I used to get really down because, you know, what have I done to upset someone? Now all I've put it down to is any reaction is a good reaction. So if it's a thumbs up, it's a thumbs down, it's a reaction. So that's a good, because people have interacted. Now obviously you're still going to be a little bit upset because someone's giving you a thumbs down. But I put that down to basically someone's just there to try and ruin your day. So don't get hung up on negative comments and the thumbs down, because as I said, it's all a reaction, and all reactions are good. So don't get upset. Okay, I think I've rattled on a little bit too long now. So just get out there, record your footage, and just play around with your camera settings, and just upload, and you can watch back your own footage. You can make it private if you want, and you can get like people to watch it and see what they think, which is a really good idea. I quite often look at my footage before I finally edit it and then release it to YouTube, just to see if I'm happy, and once I am happy, then I just release it and let it go into the big wild world of YouTube. So just get out there, be yourself, and just use the equipment that you've got until times that you think, okay, well, I need to up my game a little bit, or I just like to improve, and the only way I can improve is buying better equipment. So I hope you found this little tutorial, little vlog, little video interesting, and I hope it gives you some help and insight to being a YouTuber. So if you can and you want to, click the little subscribe button down there and give me a thumbs up. So thanks for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next video. Best of luck. Cheers. Ta-da.